Considering how much the French liked Ben Franklin and they liked the Declaration of Independence and what it stood for, when Thomas Jefferson arrived, was it a similar sort of, oh my gosh, rock star, like sort of welcome, or were they, because I know he was also known for being kind of awkward and not the most charming guy to some people, so what were the French's opinion of him compared to Ben Franklin?
You're right, they were not standing in line to meet him, they were not cheering crowds to wait for Thomas Jefferson. He had to be introduced by figures like Lafayette and others he had known in North America to be introduced to the different circles of intellectuals and so on. He was known though as one of the authors of the Declaration of Independence, so he became quite popular in a certain group, but that was mainly for instance, the philosophers of the enlightened salons that were really eager to meet him, those that were trying to reform France and was trying to, because that's sometimes some people might not realize either, but the French Revolution of course broke out. Before that period, it's often referred to as the pre-revolutionary period, but the French were trying to reform. Louis XVI tried to reform France and was looking for ways to make the French society more egalitarian and lots of other things, but the point is, Thomas Jefferson was asked for these reforms by some people, and so he was influential, for instance, in the drafting of the Declaration of Rights of Men, which of course became one of the founding documents of Europe, actually, and so Thomas Jefferson and Lafayette wrote that together. So these are important influences that Jefferson was recognized as a thinker on reform and on revolutions and on how to create a better society. So he became quite known, but he was not as popular. He was also not as deliberately looking for that sort of adoration of the entire nation of France. And so he would not wear particular outfits, nor would he go to theaters to be acclaimed. But again, he became quite a sought after thinker.
Jefferson knew what he was up against. He said, I am not Dr. Franklin's replacement, I am merely his successor.
And it has to be said too, the time had changed, right? Because when Franklin arrived, America was popular. People were really eager to help. They were really interested in this cause. But as soon as when Jefferson came, it was already the end of the revolution. The war was fought, and these tensions were really starting to rise. That's how he entered France. He was in a very complicated position because he represented those that were betraying France, right? So way different.